Welcome. I'm so glad you're here today to learn more about Own Your Own Energy, my new signature group coaching program. My name's Dana Shamus, and I am a coach and facilitator. I specialize in teaching people how to more deeply connect to their own energy, their self, and their intuition so that they can more easily lead in the world and walk in the world in the path that they are meant to with their gifts shining through. And so to get there, usually what we have to do is let go of some limiting beliefs, break down some energy blocks, clear some things out so that they really have more of that connection to their inner self and their inner knowing. And then they have the support of coaching to really take the courage to walk differently and listen to that intuition. Most of us hear that intuition and we just shut it down. And we've done that for so long that it doesn't even register anymore. So my job is to really reconnect you with that and help you see and let go of the things that are keeping you from doing that. So my job is super fun. I love it because it means that all of my clients reach higher levels of success, deeper levels of satisfaction, more clarity, less chaos, and really a greater sense of inner peace, which we all need at this time. So it's really exciting and really fun. And now with my group coaching program, I'm going to be able to reach more people and we're going to be able to get the benefit of group dynamics. This kind of work, this energy clearing work, is only amplified in a group setting. I know it's scary to be vulnerable and it's scary to kind of dive deep with other people watching you, but the brilliance of it is you learn to be your authentic self and be seen by others. And that means it gets easier and easier as you go out into the world to really be who you are and who you are meant to be. And for those of you who really are looking to step up into a leadership role, it's really important as a leader because usually it means that like you have to step up and step out and say some things that maybe aren't what everybody else is thinking, maybe aren't isn't the direction that everybody else is going. That is part of leadership. And so really getting into that place where you have an inner knowing, you have an inner confidence, and you can freely be, oh no, this is the right thing to do. No, this is the direction that we need to go. And you have clarity of voice, of vision, of energy to allow that to be heard and seen in the world, which is what we need right now from everyone, right? So, more about this program, more about Own Your Own Energy and really what it's meant to do. So, I wanted to create a container that I could bring all my gifts to the table effortlessly and freely. And I honestly just got very tired of doing kind of different programs and different workshops and having to market each ceremony and event differently. My desire is to have a group of people that are ready to be on this path and want access to it all, right? And so that's what I've designed. So the group coaching program is really a container to have coaching, to have workshops, to have meditation, to have ceremony and ritual so that we can dive into all these fun and rich and exciting aspects of life that give us a deeper understanding of our own selves and our own beingness so that when we walk out to the into the world, we just have more light to share. We have more vibrancy, more clarity, more awareness, and we're joyful, which is what we all really want, right? So, or at least that's what I really want for you. So the structure of the program, for most of you, this won't be surprising that the structure is seasonal. So I have a spring offering, a winter offering, and I'm sorry, I have a fall offering, a winter offering, and a spring offering. And The fall and the spring offering are very similar. The structure is very similar. It's just that the energy of the two seasons is different. So what comes forward and the feeling tone of them is a little different. So the fall is really about kind of harvesting what your successes are, like what has gone right, and let's celebrate those. And also like what hasn't gone right and what needs to shift and change. Um, and then through that, really owning that energy and opening up to the gifts of receiving, right? So in the springtime, it's really about more what your intentions are and how we nurture those intentions to fruition, right? So one is like the recognition of what has grown, and the other is recognition of what has grown and why, and what needs to kind of be rearranged so that more things grow more effectively in the next season. In the springtime, it's really about how do we get those ideas, those intentions really nourished, and maybe what distracts us, what draws our energy away from growing those intentions. So similar, but the tenor is different because the energy is different. The structure of them is the same though. So both of them are 3 months long. Both of them have a group coaching session every 2 weeks. There's an opening circle and a closing circle. So in total, there are 8 live coaching sessions. Those will not be recorded because I find that people are more free to share and more free to express when they know it's not being recorded. So I want to keep that safe container. Within those 3 months, they're high energy times. So there will be opportunities for ritual, for ceremony, for special meditations. So all of that will happen within that container. Those sessions will be recorded. So if you can't make the special event, if you can't make the new moon meditation or the equinox ceremony, that's okay. I'm going to record those and you'll have access to those, and you can do those on your own with the amplification and power of the group. Obviously, all of you who have done ceremony with me know that it's super powerful and fun to do it with a group. So I know you'll want to attend those live, but if you can't, ceremony is ceremony, right? And so that is really between you and spirit. Um, and so that you can facilitate and do on your own, which is exciting and fun. You will have homework so that you will keep that reflection practice in between sessions and coaching sessions. Um, You'll have a workshop once a month. So in the fall and in the spring, there will be 3 workshops, which will be a little longer format, probably 2 to 3 hours, depending on what the group um, wants. And we'll dive deep into a particular topic. So some of the ones that I've already worked up will be a workshop on breath work. There'll be a workshop on the tree of life. There'll be a workshop on energetics. Um, and because you all know I like to be flexible and I like to give the group what they want and what they need, um, none of these workshops are set in stone. I've done lots of these workshops before, and I have the materials drawn up. Um, but if there's a particular topic that the group wants to dive into, I'm more than excited to have a workshop just on those topics. So that's super fun and exciting, and really means that you're going to dive into some skill sets, right? Like you're definitely going to learn more about breath work. You're definitely going to learn more about energetics, your energetic field, and kind of the theory of energetics all together. And with that, how you manifest and create things is all about your energetic field. So those are skill sets that you're going to take with you. You're definitely going to develop a meditation practice. So from day one, I'll have a meditation that you can do daily. That will be in your platform and in your framework when you sign up. And then I will be sprinkling special meditations and inspirations and journeys throughout the program as necessary. So as they come up, um, or are inspired to come through. So that leaves you with a daily practice as well as like an idea of how you can work with meditation to keep your bioenergetic field healthy, work with meditation to clear blocks and stay vibrant. So I'm really excited to be able to weave all of that in. So hopefully that answers your questions about the structure of the program per se. Um, let's see. Okay, so now, oh, sorry, some of the tools, some of the things that you're definitely going to take away. So at the end of this program, if you join in the fall, you by the end of November, I know that you're going to have a stronger meditation practice, that you're going to have a breath work practice, that you're going to have more clarity, more steadiness and inner peace. You're going to be more joyful and excited. You're going to have a deeper connection to your intuition, which and how to use it in the world effectively for you. And like maybe you're going to step out and be a clairvoyant. Like maybe that's your path, but for most of us, intuition and using our intuition looks differently than that. And so I'm excited to find out what that means for each of you and how you weave it in to what your path is and how you're meant to walk. But it's a super powerful tool that really we just need some exploration of. Okay, so you're going to get more guidance on your intuition. um, what else are you going to get? You are definitely going to have a deeper connection to yourself and to your gifts and really come into understanding the value of your energy and your gifts. And so that sounds like when it comes out of my mouth and I hear it, I'm like, wow, I don't know if that encompasses all that that means. But it's a really big deal and something that we're not really taught in our world. So it's incredibly powerful and really will change how you walk through the world. I definitely know you're going to find clarity on at least one or two energetic blocks or frameworks or belief structures that are keeping you from leading the life that you want to live. So definitely some big chunks are going to get revealed and you're going to be able to clear them out. So that's super exciting. I don't know what that is in particular for you, but I do know that most people, everyone who goes through groups with me, definitely has like guidance and clarity, at least on one or two things that are keeping them from really stepping forward, and then we're really able to clear them out. So that's really amazing. You will also probably get clarity on one or two things that you need to start doing in your life that will bring you more freedom, more peace, and more ease. My guess is you'll get more on both of those, but let's just say like a small chunk that will be impactful and changeful for sure. Um, so I think that's really exciting, and I'm really looking forward to working with the group as a whole. So a few other questions that have come up as I've reached out to people and as people have reached out to me. One is, what if I can't make it to the live sessions? Or what if I can't make it to all the sessions? And so my answer to that is some of the sessions are live. I would say in general, when I work with small groups, oh, sorry, that was another question. Question is, how big are the groups? And the groups are small. So really 10 people is my max. 6 is really the ideal. When we only have hour-long coaching sessions, which is about all that people can do online, 6 people is really the most I like to work with in any group. So if we have a cohort that's bigger than 6, I will divide the cohort up so that we have really, if the cohort is bigger than 10, I will divide that cohort up so that we have 2 groups of 5, if that makes sense. Um, So small groups, you're going to get personalized attention. This isn't going to be a 50-person group coaching program. It's really a small group coaching program designed so that we have intimacy and sharing and that everybody can share their voice and get what they need. Um, in my experience, that happens best in a small group. So if you've ever wanted to do coaching with me, this is a great opportunity because you're going to have that intimate access. Um, Okay, that said, what if you can't make the live sessions or what if you can't make all the sessions? And so, because we have a small group, usually I'm really able to find a time that we can do all the live sessions at times that people can all make. And we only have 8 through the course of 3 months. So, we're only talking about 8 hours over a 3-month period. I feel very confident that we can make that happen. Other than that, I will try and make the other rituals and ceremonies at times that people can make, but if that isn't possible, those will be recorded. And so you will have access to those on your own. So if you're in different time zones or different places, you still would be able to have access to that. So hopefully that works out for everybody. Um, all right. Oh, what's the commitment of time? So this is really an individual question, um, because your commitment to time is really your commitment to yourself. So the more you commit, the more time you commit, then the more benefit you get. That's just the way it works with almost everything, right? So at a minimum, you need to attend the group coaching sessions. So that's 8 hours in 3 months. Not a big deal. You're going to get loads from those. Um, that I can promise you. The next time commitment that I would say is pretty high on the list would be the meditation practice and the breathwork practices. So those will transform your life. So if you just meditate on a daily basis with the meditation that you're going to get, and you attend the group coaching sessions, you're going to be different at the end of 3 months. I can pretty much guarantee that. So that's amazing in and of itself. The more you do the homework, the more you step into your reflection practices, the more you attend the ceremonies and rituals, then the more you journal, the more you're going to get. The more guidance you're going to get, the more insight you're going to get, the more epiphany you're going to get, the more clarity you're going to get, and just the more magic that you're going to bring into your life. So that's a personal choice. Minimum commitment is 8 hours over 3 months. And maybe in a daily practice of, let's say, 15 minutes. So it's not huge, right? Uh, I would also say that you should try and make the live workshops. Like those workshops are going to be super valuable. 2 hours every month. So what is that? 6 plus 8, 14 hours over 3 months. It's not a massive commitment, right? But really committing to change, really committing to grow, really committing to insight and your own energy. That's where the value is. Okay. Um, Oh, I'm super busy this fall. What if I just sign up for the winter program? So I would tell you that we are in a massive period of transition. Every day, like especially over the last week and a half, every client I talk to is like, oh my gosh, Dana, there is so much change going on. And this program is really designed to help support you through that change. So if you are somebody who is in that place, whether you have already signed up for classes, whether you are already committed, you will need more support to handle all of that change this fall. So I really encourage you to sign up. And again, most of this is giving you more support for change that is already gonna happen. So having more tools, having more guidance, having a community that can help keep you focused on your energy and what's important to you as all these things in the world just keep happening and keep changing is really going to help you thrive. And it's going to help you feel amazing by the time we hit December, right? Which is what we want. So part of the reason why I do the fall program is so that you can have a fantastic holiday season and really celebrate and be joyful. So this season of change, cultivating these practices, having community is really going to support you through that period. And if you think you're already busy, I can 100% guarantee you're going to need more support, because it is only going to get busier. It's only going to get more chaotic. And so, you being crystal clear on what is right for you and what your system needs and what your energetic body needs so that you can thrive and be connected and live the life that you want, absolutely the most important thing. So, hopefully that's incentive to sign up. And again, I just went through the commitment. So the commitment actually isn't massive. It's really the commitment to yourself that is the massive component. um, all right. Oh, what's an ancestral healing circle and what's a cacao ceremony? So the ancestral healing circle I started doing last year, and was really guided to do, and it's a let's call it a meditation guided journey practice. And I designed it to be, it came to me as a personal practice, and I've shared it in a group setting. So it can be used as both. And my clients and people who have participated use it both personally on their own, which you will get the guided session, and powerfully in a group. And it is a way to really work with your ancestors and for you to start to feel the connection to all that is and all that was and all that will ever be, and that you are a part of what has come before and what is being created in the future. And so, having context for that as we move through this change and having support, knowing that you have support at many different levels through this change is incredibly powerful. Um, and we're also in a period of time where really long held belief structures that are held in your ancestral lineage, in our ancestral lineage, are changing and breaking down. And so part of the circle and the way the ancestral healing circle works is like your acknowledgement and your participation and allowing that to happen. And the more consciously we have that happen, the more actively we have that happen, the faster we have that happen, which in my viewpoint is better. so, um, so let's have that easeful transition happen. So the ancestral healing circle, it's super cool. It's an amazing experience, but also a way for us to work with our lineage and ancestors that feel safe, um, and that you're able to participate in at the level that you would like. So it's not like a plant medicine where you like go on a journey and you're taken, or um, you're forced into a particular experience. I set the container, I have the guidance, and you participate. You have an experience that's appropriate for where your system is ready. And so that makes it really gentle and really powerful. And I'll leave it at that. A cacao ceremony is where we really use cacao in ritual and ceremony to open up our heart. So this is a big favorite of most people. Cacao for me is a very sweet plant medicine. It is definitely the one that speaks most to my heart, and so I like to share it the most. But it is really a beautiful ritual where we come into connection with Mother Earth, and really allow Mother Earth to help us open up our heart and allow the cacao mistress to open up our heart and see what is there. So it's a really fun ritual. We do it in a circle. I usually keep it to about an hour-ish. And I give you lots of guidance on where to get to the cacao and how you prepare it and how to come into the circle and ceremonies. So that'll be really fun too. Um, all right. Another question is, I don't consider myself spiritual and I am not comfortable showing up spiritually in the world. does this program still have value for me? The answer is yes. So again, this is your own journey. And remember, I worked in the corporate world. Lots of my people work in the corporate world, and they're professionals. They don't bring sage to work with them, right? Like, we have other tools and other techniques to step into our authenticity. So breath work and meditation are and reflection practices are my three main tools that we're going to work with, right? None of those are dogmatic in nature. They're very experiential. So what that means is that it is a practice and experience for you. It is not a belief structure. So it's not about stepping into like this is the way things have to be. These are tools to help you learn yourself better. And so to whatever extent you want to do that, then you are welcome to. It does not require you to commit to kind of any particular kind of spirituality. Um, this is your practice. This is for you. You get to show up in the world however you want to show up in the world. And so if you want to share your belief structures and your practices with everybody, that's fantastic. If they are just for you to cultivate your own personal well-being, also fantastic. This program is for you for a deeper connection to yourself. So that is what I'm here to help you with. Um, all right, I'm nervous. Another question is, I'm nervous about making changes. How do I know this is right for me? So we're in a time period where change is happening, whether you like it or not. It, it it's not optional. We don't have an option for no change, please. And honestly, if that's the box you're checking, you're going to be in a great deal of struggle and probably a great deal of pain in some form or another. So that's just my public service message to you. If you don't feel like you have the tools to move with change effectively, and so that it is very frightening, this is a great program for you because the tools that I teach you are really about how to connect to what is unchanging in the world, which is your essence, your energy, and your light. That is the only thing that is not changing. Your truth, your purpose. And so the more we can step into our connection, to your connection, to what is true and unchanging for you, the easier and easier it becomes to accept the change that is happening around us and find the path forward in that change that allows us to thrive most fully. So that to me is super exciting and tools and a path that I wish for everybody, which is why I'm really doing the group program so that more people can learn them and see them. So hopefully that's helpful. I think those are all the questions that I have right now. But if you have any more questions, please direct message me or shoot me an email or set up a call. I would love to talk with you more. All right, take care. Thank you for listening.